Okay, hey, what's going on there? Thanks for coming to New News 2, and this is a really neat and unexpected event, all these different kinds of elements coming together at the same time. My name is Brigid Ochshorn, and I sometimes perform as Amp Parade. I don't really know what to call what I'm doing today, so I've written some pieces. They're taken from real life and circumstances that have happened and fictionalized. They're also, one of them, the last one I'm going to read, is inspired by frustration of living in Florida and trying to drive around, and the thoughts that cycle through your head when you're stuck in traffic and everybody kind of seems to be just sitting there in front of you, just sitting there. Okay, but this first piece is inspired by my friend whose name I will not say right now, so as not to embarrass her. It's called Hey Bee. The narrator is a 24-year-old girl, dry and sarcastic voice, speaking to a friend's answering machine. Hey Bee, it's me. I was calling you, I don't know, I wanted to tell you about how I heard my neighbors having sex last night, and then it actually, oh God, I mean, you could hear everything, and then it started to remind me, I started to remember everything, and it reminded me of what it's like to have sex with a man, how repetitive it is. I don't know. It's been a little while since I had sex with a man. But it's like all that stuff that you forget about, all the stuff, how it makes people have to pee, and I don't know, just everything. Every little thing that you forget about. The whole towel thing, and how afterwards you want to hold each other, but it just feels really weird, and you're laying there thinking about what you're going to do later, unless, you're in love and you're thinking about all that other stuff. I think that's the final straw. I think I'm actually completely done with it right now. That was so horrible, hearing them. It was so disgusting. And I seriously never want to have sex with a man ever again. The lady upstairs, she's been with a lot of people since I moved in, but she's been seeing this one guy for a couple weeks now. He's pretty alright looking, I guess, but the other neighbors are both so gross. And then I was actually really stoned when I was talking to you last night, but, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I got really stoned, and then I was thinking about, I don't know exactly how, but I convinced myself that I was gay. I was like, no, wait. I started thinking about things, and I was like, no, I'm totally gay, actually. And then that happened right after, hearing the neighbors, and I remembered why I was gay, but then that's my message I left, but anyhow, nothing really important. I'm just bored and I'm on a walk right now, but anyways, call me back. I have to go to work tonight, but then I'll be done after 9. Okay, bye. I'll explain what happened. This is a very local themed piece. It's about Gasparilla. Angela has just arrived home from the Gasparilla parade and is knocking on her roommate Bee's door. Angela's boyfriend Justin is the third roommate, and he's been out all day looking high and low for her through the drunken remains of the parade and is still trying to find her. Angela left him on her bicycle earlier, taking off with some friends and flashing Justin the finger before she rode off. Hey, Bee, can I come in? I just got a ride home from a cop. No, it's okay. No, really, it's okay. I was really lucky. I was walking home, and he stopped me, and he asked if I knew where I was. And I told him I was walking home. Huh? It was by the corner of Armenia and Kennedy. I don't know what he's talking about. He asked me if I lived around there, and I told him yes. Why are you laughing? But Bee, look at this. I don't know how I got all this stuff. I don't know how I got these beads. I don't know how I got them. Anyway, so the cop gave me a ride home. He made me sit in the back seat so I couldn't get out. No, he didn't come to the house. Seriously. Look, it has light up beer mugs on it. I mean, come on. Have you ever seen one like this? Seriously, have you ever seen this bracelet? I mean necklace. Whatever. Look at this one. Look how they're all woven together. Baby, I am so drunk. I gave my camel bag to Justin. It had a mix of sparks and something in it. I don't know how I got all this stuff. B, look at these beads. Look. No, wait. Hang on a minute. No, seriously. Yeah, I know. I have no idea how I got these. I didn't do anything. I didn't show any boob to anybody. No boob. What? My shirt's not on backwards. You're teasing me. Hang on, I have a phone call. Hello? I got a ride home from a cop. What do you mean, yeah, like you knew? I was on the corner of Armenia, and he was like, do you live around here? And I said, yeah, and he gave me a ride home. Whatever, I never asked for help home. I was gonna walk. Do you remember my death march? Yeah, right by there. Yeah, okay. Well listen, I'm talking to B. I'll call you back. Alright? I'm gonna call you back. Sorry, that was Allison. Oh my god. I think I lost my bicycle. Doesn't that suck? I feel like such a loser. B, look, I can't believe I got all these beads. I can't believe it. Look at them. I was so lucky. Everything. I was so lucky. Am I not the most relaxed Tampanian? I mean, seriously. I am lucky. So what? You just stayed home? Okay, I got one more. This one is really in a character. This one is the one about driving in Florida. It's called This Beautiful Day. I'm driving in Florida traffic, and it feels like God is playing chess with our automobiles and livelihoods for pieces. Except I don't believe in God, especially in Florida traffic. And the heat and the humidity and all the car horns make me want to smoke cigarettes. But I'd rather just drink a cold glass of water and think about the beach. Fuck. The beach. Sometimes I feel like, well, we actually are just swaying around in a giant tilt-a-whirl that will recreate itself infinitely, that has already. I can picture you and I and all of everybody's designs in life, the invisible web that keeps us afloat. I can see it more than most people, and this makes me terribly afraid, which leaves me terribly alone. And back to my original point about this day. Wait, I haven't even gotten there yet. This day is all I have. But first, I will tell you that something greater than love has happened to me. And I know now who I am, or who I was, and what's changed. Like a sacred piece that you can sink your heart into and never feel like you're taking too much. Summer is moving in too fast for anybody to handle. Think about winters you spent growing up. Everything quiet at sundown, somebody lights a match, and the candle feels like it could warm the entire room, or the entire block. But when you snap out of it, you realize you haven't even spoken to anybody yet, on the phone or through email. Actual communication is costly and unavoidable, and unavailable, mostly. What we do with our time. Freeze frame, roll back the clock. I'm still trying to tell you a story. The other day I was at the beer and wine store right up the street from my house. I quit smoking mostly in March, and now it's June. But every time I go there, they still try to sell me cigarettes. Let me clarify about something though. I keep telling them that I quit, and that I don't want any. Come on, here they are right here. Your favorite kind. We have rolling papers, we have incense. There was this one time that I went in there. Some rain clouds had snuck in overhead, no big deal yet. And I walked over and grabbed a lime soda, brought it up to the counter confidently, and said, "This is all I want. I don't want any cigarettes or beer today. I'm all set." "You sure?" he said. I think his wife was about to burst into laughter, but held back. "Yes," I told him, smiling in spite of myself. He, unaware of the storm, and just remembering the spring morning from earlier, said to me in all sincerity, "Enjoy this beautiful day." And he was right, I thought. Even though everything seemed to threaten collapse, and everybody is so worried about the things they carry and the things they can't, and I don't even want to talk about it because there's too much pressure on everything now. But to be free of presumption or the abstract, at least for those moments, it seems like I never saw it, but looking back, I know I did. Thank you.